Welcome back to Downstairs and Dragons, where we're playing D&D in our basement as per tradition. I'm Samantha, your DM of our Candlekeep Mysteries campaign, and over here we have Dusty playing Clay, Josh playing Dorik, Adler playing Thalia, and Jacob playing Pantheo. What happened?
Jacob Harshman.
You distracted me.
He's being a butthead, that's what happened.
We are currently on the ship
It's a shark head.
called the Anaktara. The Anaktara is sailed by Captain Orwell and his two assistants, Cobble and...
Tinsel. Dowry.
Tinsel,
You're
thank
welcome.
you. A lot has happened on this journey. It's morning of the last day, and in the next couple hours you'll be landing in Luskin. You can see the tree line of the coast. You're not really welcome on the ship anymore. Because you summoned a devil to break a pact.
We did no such thing.
But you also were a werewolf.
I didn't do that.
And then you talked about how you considered joining the cult of Zomoka, which he stands against.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
In our defense, how were we to know that he would summon the actual devil onto the ship by saying, hey, take this back?
He said, That's fair. So in the morning,
It sounded like a System of a Down song.
You all gather your things because you're expecting to disembark. The captain is driving the ship carefully where he knows there aren't rocks that are going to hit underneath. And he's kind of peering ahead at the shore, at the docks, because he wants to make sure that there's no wars going on, there's no cannon fire, he doesn't see any smoke. So he thinks it's going to be safe to land. As you get closer, you start seeing birds rise out of the trees nearby, and flying overhead you can start hearing seagulls caw. But thanks to someone's incredibly amazing good perception, they realize that some of these birds aren't birds, they're bird people flying around.
Did that statement make you want to vomit?
What?
When you said somebody's very good perception, then you did this with your face, you went...
But those bird people are actually getting a lot closer.
We need to get under.
Well, I need you to roll initiative.
Let's go.
Right as you say that, all of you hear a song from the skies above.
Not you, I'm talking about the fucking singers.
You all hear a song coming down from the clouds above as you hear the rustling of feathers
Okay, cool.
and the whistling of wind past their bodies as they plummet towards the ship. I have to pick us out some new music, but I'm excited because I get to use our ship stuff finally. Boop, 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 boop.
I almost put one of these in my mouth.
Click.
Oh, God.
What was it, dice?
They're candy light.
This lifesaver sure is crunchy.
Sure is. It's very hard. It's closer to a gummy cluster.
We are going to D&D music. We're gonna fight a battle. Alright. Where is everybody posted? You all were kind of just like waiting to land, looking around?
Mm-hmm.
Captain's in the back.
I don't know, Clay feels like a port side kind of guy.
Ooh,
Which one am I again?
you're yellow. Okay, this one's up in a crow's nest, so I'm just gonna put it over here. Oh,
A lot of birds. That's enough slices!
Okay, first round. I would like... Who got above a 20?
I got 21.
How kind of you to believe that we got at least 20.
We got at least 15.
15.
I have 19.
Oh shit.
What did you get, Pantheo?
10! Dude, I'm sorry. I like cleared those out. I told him that these are my weak spot for candy, and he was like, I'm not really feeling them, take them. They're already gone.
Okay. First one is Thalia. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Sorry, Jacob, did you
Okay.
want some?
No.
Oh god.
Just Thalia?
I'm gonna roll my portents real quick.
Okay.
Forgot I have to take a look first today.
I'm gonna switch it to dirty 20.
You are not. You can feel the song is trying to worm its way into your head like disgusting bugs. As beautiful as it is, when you're able to shake it off, you can hear that it's sickly. You can do whatever you want with your turn.
Okay. I have.
An entire flock of harpies is flying down around the ship. They are intending on landing any second. They're coming in so fast. All you see is a blur of tawny and white feathers, naked flesh, long hair, anywhere from blonde to brunette to black to red. They're all assorted mixtures of colors on each one of them. They're not all one color.
I'm gonna ready an action. When all of the harpies get in within like a 40-foot cube, I'm gonna cast slow on how many? Are there 6? I can do it on up to 6.
Okay, well there are 8. So when 6
6
of them.
get in, I'm gonna cast slow on those 6.
Okay. 40 foot wide.
40-foot cube.
40, 40, 40. Got it. Okay. That's fantastic. Any bonus action or anything?
Is that targeted or is that on us? Okay.
Yeah, it's
You're
okay.
right in the middle of the ship, essentially, you're going to do that?
Yeah. Actually, can I get 6 of them right now? I don't think I can.
If I actually put them in squares, that would help.
No. Not quite. No. Okay. Yeah. I'll just hold off until they get 6.
Okay.
You can get 4.
I'd rather get 6 though.
Yeah.
Clay Tim. Oh, wisdom save, please.
Hmm.
Looks like my music ended. No.
Nat 20.
Wow, okay. Yeah, again, you hear this song and you're like, I am taken! This song does not entice you at all. You are not attracted to these ladies. In fact, you find the voice to be gaudy, grotesque, doing too much. Yeah,
You sound like Ariana Grande.
it's your turn.
Where's Orwell?
The orange one.
I gotta protect my boy. I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna start punching and kicking.
None of them are within range.
They're all in the air.
They're all out. This is water.
What? Oh, are the two
Those
there?
are the gnomes.
And I just start beating the shit out of them. No, I'm not gonna do that. But you know what I can do? Wand of Magic Missiles.
Yeah, you can.
Ooh.
Do you want to do the one that's singing? She's the farthest away.
Yes.
Okay, that's 0 right here.
Gonna launch 3 charges at her.
She is wearing gauntlets.
Or 3 charges.
I'm sorry. Not gauntlets. What are these called again?
Pauldrons.
Pauldrons. She's wearing pauldrons and she's wearing greaves on her calves.
Okay.
So you don't have to roll to hit. I don't have to roll to dodge. You just roll damage. On the back of your stack, there's the lantern of revealing, and I was like, "How are you attacking with the lantern of?" I was so confused.
Oh, I'm just chucking it. No. Sorry, this is my stack. Also, I noticed that my cap of water breathing isn't in here either.
No, I know. You have it though.
Excuse me. Sorry. Thank you. Let's see here. Sorry, I don't do much with magic missiles.
Basically you're gonna decide how many you're shooting out at once. If you want to do like almost max, that would be a great idea.
Almost max, so 6 charges.
Right, because if you do 7, you could possibly break the wand.
Yeah.
So go ahead and do 6. You're gonna roll 6 d4s.
6 d4s. Okay. Thank you very much for helping me with this.
Mm-hmm.
What? I'm just reading.
6 d4s. Can I roll 3 d4s twice?
Yeah.
Okay. Instead of sitting here trying to find a bunch. And it's all 6 charges going to the 1.
Yep. If you're okay with that.
Yeah. Uh, 13 points of damage.
Plus 6.
Plus 6?
Mm-hmm.
19 points of damage.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so she's hit with a ton. It's not concentration. So she is not stopped from singing. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Let's see here. No, I think I'm good right now.
Okay. You okay ending your turn next to Captain?
Should I not?
No, I think that's perfect.
He's my boy.
He's
my sweet cheese. Ha, I get it. He is actually.
Why? Because he's actually your son?
Yeah, that's why I went, oh, he is actually my boy.
Alright. Oh, I didn't add them to the initiative.
I have a need/want to protect Orwell.
Protect. He attack. He protect.
Let me protect my boy.
Okay, play Tim, after you get up to him, he's pulling out his gun and he's shooting in the air. His gun summons Melf's minute meteors. I think it summons 6? I used to use the spell as a sorcerer, so I'm trying to remember. 6, and then he can use his bonus action to move up to 2 of them to explode on a target. He cares about protecting, well, his passengers, but his crew first. So he's going to hit number 5 and number 4 to try to keep them away from his staff. Melfs! Minute meteors! Ooh. They have to make dex saves. I'm so sorry, I'm just playing the game by myself. One of them succeeds, one of them doesn't. It is 2d6 each, so the one that succeeds takes 2 points of damage, and the one that fails takes 8 points of damage.
So sorry, I was waiting to take it.
So that was number 5 takes 8. Billy! Okay.
Oh shit.
That is Captain Orwell's turn. It is now Zero's turn. This is the one that is wearing armor. And she lands up at the crow's nest so that she has 3/4 cover and continues singing.
So 0 moves in?
Yeah, but she's up here and she's got 3/4 cover.
But she's within 40 feet.
How high is the mast? Yeah, 30, 35? So yeah, she is within 40 feet. She uses her bonus action to continue her singing, and she uses her action to do... She just readies her action. Okay. So her turn is up. Dorik, it's your turn and you roll wisdom save.
That's a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be 27.
Oh yeah. You realize through, like, the song slows you down for a minute, and you see Thalia, head darting around, counting distances between them. You see Claytam just run off, and then all of a sudden all the sound was like everything is normal speed. The music's not boring into your head. You can use your full action.
Okay.
A full turn.
I am going to. Which one is Pantheo?
Green.
Green is the same color as your names.
Okay. Right on the same square that 0 is. Oh shit. What's your spell?
Slow.
Verbal.
It's verbal. Yep.
Damn it. Okay. Right on the square behind 0. I'm
Like up in the air though, right?
No, just right on the deck there.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Silence.
What's the radius of it again?
20-foot radius.
Oh
So-
yeah, she's just barely outside of it. So
Yeah.
your 2 spellcasters are good.
Yep.
It doesn't reach her though, because she's 35 feet in the air.
It doesn't need to reach her.
Okay.
It's just sound can't pass into the area. So now
Oh, that makes sense.
So the gnomes are safe.
the gnomes and Pantheo.
Pantheo and the gnomes are safe. Cool. Okay.
And then I think it also reaches up to Clay.
Nope.
What? Wouldn't it?
It would if he wasn't about 10 feet, 15 feet higher.
Oh, okay. And then I'm going to step into the silence. One more, right next to it.
You can't step here, there's a pole.
Okay. No, end my turn.
Okay. After Dorik's turn, it is Pantheo's turn. I need a wisdom. Just kidding, it went silent.
As my action, I am going to go into my symbiotic entity, become all fungal cat-like, and then as a bonus action, I'm gonna rub my ring of jumping and cast jump on myself.
Okay. Amazing.
And then,
Just
yeah,
dead quiet and you're just... Anything else?
that's it. Let's see, movement. Honestly, I'm probably good. Well, now that I have jumping on, I guess I could try to jump up to the crow's nest.
What's the height you can jump?
That's a great question on how the jump spell works. And I'm pretty sure it sucks. Jump spell 5, yeah, I think it tripled your jump.
And I think your jump is like...
If you cast on yourself, you jump as part... You may jump as part of casting a spell.
Your jump is tripled until the spell ends.
What is each person's jump, though? I used to know it was like 2/3 your movement or something, but I'll go look.
The jumping in D&D is kind of rough, if I remember.
Jumping calculator.
Your strength
With a
determines
running
how far.
start, you can use 10 feet of movement to jump 10 feet horizontally or 3 feet up.
3 feet up. So
Without
I can jump
a-
9 feet up.
Without a running start, your long jump is only 5 feet horizontally or 1.5 feet up.
So, high jump. You leap into the air a number of feet of equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. If you moved at least 10 foot on foot immediately before the jump, when you make the standing high jump, you can jump only half that distance.
We're getting totally different rules. Anyway, you can jump 3 times that. So yeah, you're right, only 9 feet up.
I
You can start climbing the
I
nest.
just get ready to jump up to the cat's nest, and I do not go as high as I think I do.
I mean, for your legs to go 9 feet up is still a lot. But yeah, you start climbing
I
the.
was like, this fucking sucks, but no one can hear me.
Eventually, you get up to the top. Let's see how much movement. No, you don't. You're still in the silence when you're under movement, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Sword drawn, shield in hand.
Well, you're just climbing the ladder. Oh,
Well, I guess, am I not done climbing it?
you're not. Because if she's 35 feet up, you have to climb 35 feet how much movement did you use to jump? Oh, you jumped as part of the
I jumped
thing.
as part of the spell.
Oh! Okay, so you do have enough movement to get up into the crow's nest, which means you can hear her, which means I need a wisdom save.
We killing it. That's a 18.
Okay. You do pass. As soon as the music hits you, you're like, oh my god.
Alright, I get up there, then I
And
pull
she
my
has
blade.
a ready to attack.
Sweet.
So, since you got within range, there's going to be a claw attack.
So Wade and Pantheo with his first
22 to hit.
is Woody.
22 will hit.
He hears voices.
She sits back on the railing of the crow's nest and slashes at you with her talons of her feet.
Ah, fuck!
5 points. 5 points of slashing damage.
Why are you doing this?
Now, I'm sorry, anything else to finish your turn?
That's it, me asking why are you doing this?
Now that it's all of their turns, I have them all going at the same time, so I'm just gonna stand up. Oh my god. Okay. And Thalia, yes, this is gonna trigger yours.
Hell yeah.
Land. So, 10, 20, 30, 40. You can get these 6 right here, or you can get these 6.
I'm gonna get the far ones near the that end of the ship. Yeah.
Okay. Those are all slowed. Oh, I'm sorry, but you
They
can't
have
get
to
her.
make-
She's too high. That's only 5.
They have to make a wisdom save.
Either way. Oh no, she's 35 feet in the air. She is affected. Okay, yeah, you do get 6. They all 6 make wisdom saves?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Based on the walls.
So first of all... Oh, okay. Only one of the regular ones succeeds, I mean. And the one in armor succeeds.
Okay.
So the ones that failed are 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay.
So their speed's halved, -2 to AC and dex saves. Can't use reactions,
Okay.
and can either use an action or a bonus action, not both.
Okay.
Can't do more than one attack together.
That's great. Thank you. Okay, so that was your ready one.
Yes.
Now that's their turn.
I'm still 4.
Okay, they can only use an action or a bonus action. They can't use both. But if their action is multi-attack.
They can only make one attack.
Thank you.
Samantha, did you hear this? I went, how do you know all of this shit? He just looks at me and does this, goes, autism.
Okay, so Clay, number 7 is trying to attack you. Oh, with a 9. Number 6 is trying to attack the captain
Bye-bye.
with a nat 1. Number 5 is trying to attack Cobble with a nat 20.
Cobble's gonna die.
That's rude.
If Cobble dies, the captain will kill us.
He'll try.
This is our ship now.
We could have a ship, guys.
I am the captain now.
Oh,
Let's be pirates.
you guys didn't know, I am
Fully shipped the
proficient
campaign.
with...
Ghost Assault Smartish, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cobble takes 9 points of slashing damage. By the look of her, that's not half of her health, but not much less. Okay, next one is attacking Tinsel with an 18.
With 78.
Does 8 points of damage.
Tinsel is fragile, just like Tinsel itself, and they are dead.
She was able to take 15 psychic damage, not die. Okay. Then that leaves me with the others that aren't slowed. So number 3, Dorik, is going to try and attack you.
Okay.
With multi-attack. Okay, so the first one is an 18 to hit.
Hold on. Sorry. How much does full plate do?
I don't know.
18.
Thank you.
So then it does not.
No, I met the DC. Wait, isn't it right if I got an 18 and...
My AC is higher than 18 because I also have a shield.
Oh, okay. This one definitely doesn't hit with a 7. Okay, so both of the scratches just go right into your plate mail, don't even do damage, they do nothing. Okay, number 2 lands and is going to run towards you, Dorik, and is also going to try and multi-attack you with a 19. With your shield, that won't hit either, right? You're at a 20. And the next one with a 13, that doesn't hit. Thalia, after you were successfully able to slow many of them, you turn around and you're face to face with a woman with very long, sharp teeth, like shark's teeth in her mouth, screaming at you. She tries to attack you with her claws. The first one is a 17.
That... If I cast shield, that doesn't hit. But I already used my spell, I think, this turn, so...
Oh.
Your reaction, yeah.
Did I use my reaction, though?
Anytime you hold an action, it uses your reaction.
Okay. Yep, so then that would hit.
5 points of slashing damage. Her next hit is only a 14 to hit.
That would not hit.
Okay. So she scratches and gets you someplace between where the cloak isn't touching, maybe across your arm, and you get gashed. But that's it for all of their turns. So that would bring us to the top of the round. Thalia, it is your turn right away.
Fuck, I can't use polymorph because it's a concentration spell. That's sad. I am instead... No, it is. I'm instead going to... I could do that.
It's not like we're on a boat or anything.
No, it's not a bullet or anything.
Pretty sure this boat's made of metal, right?
1 second,
No.
actually. I'm not checking that.
A fully wood boat? That's crazy. That's nuts. That doesn't seem very
Nice,
fireball
23.
safe.
I'm gonna have the girls slash the... While you're doing this, I'm having the gnomes attack. They are actually able to make a hit. They each... What is happening?
Concentration too.
5 and 4.
Fireball. That would be a bad idea.
I have lightning bolt, however, but that would be kind of a waste, just the one.
You could just...
I can't really...
You could hit 2. No, you can't. You can't run to the silence and cast it.
No, I can't.
Good catch.
Fireball.
I'm gonna cast blindness on the one that's attacking me.
Okay. I roll something?
I think so.
Well,
That is gonna be, it's gotta make a con save.
I got a
Yeah.
10.
Fails, it is blind for a minute.
Okay, number 1 is blind.
Extra attack.
And the scream, the scream she shrieks out as she's blind and trying to blindly scratch at you. Anything else with your turn?
I'm gonna move away from it. So this is like a weird spot. I'm gonna get so that I'm like at a straight line between 2, 3, and 4. Like I can see them all in a straight line. That is
I mean, you can either do this
yes.
way, or you can
Yes.
get on the edge of the ship and do this
I'm
way.
fine with getting on the edge of this ship.
So your Thalia is balancing.
This is setting up for
Can
like,
you roll acrobatics?
Oh god. Oh yes I can.
Failure overboard.
Oh god. I'm gonna replace that with I feel like I threw some of like 5.
Yeah,
14?
You're able to keep your balance.
Thank god.
That was a good use of important. Good use of important right there.
I rolled a 5 before, so
Anything else, Thalia?
that's that for that.
Clay, it's your turn.
Wisdom saving throw.
Why?
I don't do shit.
Once you resist the song, you're immune for a whole day.
I didn't know that.
Boomsies. Yeah. So the one that's in between me and my boy, kind of, is that down or is it up in the air right now?
No, it's down. You can walk right up to it.
Let's do it. Let's treat this thing like a bobblehead.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm gonna roll an attack. So. Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes, that's correct.
Feels like a typo sound.
Whatever, it's fine. It's okay.
Everything's fine.
17 points of punchy damage.
Oh my god.
17 points of
Fall
punchy
into the
damage
ocean.
for my first attack.
Okay.
If that's the worst, it can't be that bad.
And I'm gonna go for my second attack. That is a 23.
Yeah, hit.
And another 17 points of damage. How's this thing looking? Like, does it look kind of big? Is this one of the ones that are regular, or is it an armored one?
It's one of the regular ones. It looks half.
Oh, flurry of blows it.
Okay.
Do I roll both right away?
No.
Okay.
You can do either.
Okay. That is a 18 to hit. You okay?
Yeah, I was thinking.
18 points of damage for that one. Samantha?
I'm sorry.
18 points of damage. I'm gonna roll for my second hit of flurry of blows, and that is a 28 to hit.
Wow, yeah,
I
okay.
got a 19. Okay. Another 15 points of damage.
Let me do some counting here. How do you want to do this? It would just knock her unconscious. She's at 0 health points.
Oh, excuse me, gosh. Oh, thank you. This one, I literally, I kick it off the boat.
I just love that. Okay.
Permission to get off board.
She's unconscious and she's prone in the water. She's gonna fall in the water. So yeah, absolutely. Just
Also, since I dropped her down to 0, Orwell actually sees when I go to kick it out, part of it goes sucks into me, and I'm just like, ugh. And then I just briskly walk over to the other one.
Is that what you did to my dad's
Actually,
soul?
I would like to. Can I hop over the one of the gnomes? I want to help protect the one that got hurt the most.
yeah, that's tinsel.
Yes, I'm helping Tinsel.
Anything else?
With that, I will pass my turn.
All right.
Or as Isaac likes to say, yours.
Sorry.
You'll never watch this
Sorry,
episode.
Isaac. Yeah, he says he's watched a couple.
Yikes.
All right.
I hate you, Isaac.
I wasn't hearing that wrong, right? He was saying yours.
That's
anytime he would pass
That's
turn.
the only way he says it too.
Really?
Sorry, buddy.
That's cringe.
That's why a lot of the times when
We're
it was
so
my
mean.
turn.
I don't like this.
That's why a lot of
No,
times
he knows. We make fun of him for saying your too. It's
Okay.
okay. Well, not make fun of.
Yeah,
We bring attention to.
yeah.
He's gonna back up, which I know would provoke attack of opportunity, but it's slowed. Thank you.
Just
So
like-
he's gonna do most minute meteors. They have to do a dex save.
Oh, those meteors are
both.
so minute. They're so in right now.
First one does 13 points of damage. And that's number 6. The next one does 9. So you guys just hear a fucking in the back of the ship.
We don't hear anything.
Oh, yeah, they don't hear anything.
Some of them don't, yeah.
My fists sound like Orwell's gun going off.
Those are just bonus actions for him to do that. So for his action, he's gonna shoot his gun. It's slowed, so its AC's lower, so he hits. That's suck. Okay, 7 points. Next, after him is the leader. Hold on. Oh, that was wrong. Okay. The leader, Pantheo, you're right in front of her.
Yeah, start of her turn, my spores, I'm just gonna, like, just fucking blow sand in her face, and she's going to take some poison damage, I think. Does she make a save? She needs to make a con save.
Also,
Nat
thank
20.
you again for helping with
I
that.
don't think she takes any damage then.
Oh, we might have to up it up.
Why? I changed it to a d6 for my one.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Con.
Yeah, because my proficiency, I just look at it each time.
Okay, so for her turn,
I know as of right now for this, it's adding.
bonus action, keep singing. Well,
So,
none of you have fallen for it. She's gonna drop it. She's gonna drop the song.
I'm getting there. Only 8 levels in. I'm getting there.
She calls out something that's not really in a language, it's just how harpies would speak to each other. Then she grabs a 3-clawed pendant on her chest and seems to let out a booming prayer in harpy screech. A beam of light seems to come down from the sky.
Lysander, no!
It's not actually like, it's not, it's the light itself isn't damage, it's just a flavor text for the spell. The light comes down and illuminates, well, it comes down at all of you, and the only person where the light sticks is Dorik. As she commands something in common. Fight for me against my enemies. Roll a...
I can't hear her.
Silence.
It's channel divinity.
Okay.
It commands werewolves. It's not a spell.
Do I have to hear her?
Wait, would you? It's just a prayer.
These are.
Do you have to do zombies have to hear you when you do turn undead?
I have to see you.
It's essentially it's
I don't know.
If a zombie
I
doesn't
think
have
they just
ears,
have to be able to see the whole.
it's just divine energy. And I was doing this to teach you what the other Zomoka people do, you know, to like to prepare you.
Oh gosh.
Jacob, have you seen the latest?
And it doesn't
Captain's
even matter what she's saying.
One
It's
Piece?
that's her prayer essentially.
Give me just a little break.
I've been on
Okay.
the break for a while, yeah.
Then probably out.
I like to build up chapters. At least I
Okay,
like at least like
wisdom
50
save,
chapters.
You don't know what's going on. All of a sudden you feel this rage, this bloodlust, like you want to bite something.
25.
Oh yeah, you're able to successfully pass it. But you now notice something was trying to force you to turn.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, you would have in your next turn if you were charmed, you would have changed. Okay, that's all I wanted.
Charm.
We all go through these changes at one point in our life.
Okay, that was her action. Her channel divinity was her action. For her,
Bonus action, she's gonna slap people in the face.
she does have a bonus action.
You're really bad at this.
Not use a DM. The
No,
harpy.
sorry, that was me to the harpy.
Oh
Bless, Bane.
You're not very good.
Spiritual weapon. Holy weapon.
Okay, nothing. That's the end of her turn. Well, no, she's gonna move. I know it's gonna get an attack of opportunity.
No, it
but
won't. I don't have a reaction.
She flies up into the air straight up.
And you don't have Earthbind?
No.
That would be cool.
Why the fuck did I use my reaction on my Halo Spores when I have Sentinel can remove? Ah!
You can remove movement.
Okay, after her is Dorik.
Does she look like she's fleeing or just...
Kind of.
I will drop silence. Thalia, can you handle her?
Sure.
But a few things I could do. I am going to cast... No, I'm going to do the first thing, something that I've never done before. I whip out my spear, flip it in my hands, and I stab number 2.
Okay, roll to hit.
Speed of striking.
That is going to be a 20-something.
Hit.
And then I'm going to use 2 charges
Okay.
to deal an extra 2d6 force.
2d6 force with your spear? Okay.
Yeah. So it does 1d6 normally plus 2d6, and it does 1d8 of fire.
Ooh, okay.
All ones. Howie. Oh gosh.
That is going to be 18 points of damage.
Jesus. To number 2. 18 points of damage, number 2. That is her first hit.
1d6. It's 1d6.
Okay. Anything else, Dorik?
No, that'll be me.
Okay. After Dorik is Pantheo. You are standing alone on the crow's nest.
I look out to the fleeing harpy.
Mm-hmm. Just straight in the air.
I just raise my sword hand up. Did I say you could leave? As yellow like tendrils of like warping binds come out to try to wrap around her as I cast Earthbind.
Oh, okay. What's the range?
300 feet.
does have Earthbind.
Druid.
That's awesome. Okay.
Oh, you target must succeed a strength save.
12.
That fails. So she is wrapped and looped by this magical energy and will now descend 60 feet per round safely until she reaches the ground.
Okay.
Or until the end of the spell.
She, in this descent,
But
will
she's
end up,
restrained,
she
yeah.
will end up 20 feet below you at the end of your turn. Or
Yep.
at the end of the round, or whatever.
Yep, that is my action.
Wonderful. Anything else?
I need to get down into the fucking fray, so I'm gonna probably jump.
35 feet.
I don't give a shit.
Isn't it after 20 feet it does damage?
Can I jump on someone? Can I jump on a harpy?
Yes, you were up here. Go ahead and roll just athletics.
Okay, not great. Oh, athletics? Terrible. If it's acrobatics, it's better, but it's a 10.
Okay,
He lands on Dorik.
you're just gonna land next to Dorik, between him and the other one.
My legs are shaking so bad.
But 35 feet, isn't that every 10 feet you take a d6 or something?
Yeah.
Do I do it for the original 20 as well?
I
I thought it wasn't. I thought it was every 10 after 20.
pretty sure it's 10 after.
2
Yeah.
points of bludgeoning damage. So yeah, just 2
2
points.
points of level up.
The jump spell doesn't help.
After Pantheo. Yes?
I was just gonna ask him, does Earthbind affect their dex saves?
Is that a concentration?
I'm actually just gonna check that. It is.
Oh
Check
no! Oh no!
It's a Constitution save. Earthbound's gone.
Oh no!
I got a 7 on my constitution, on my concentration check.
She got pulled down a little bit, but then catches the
That's okay.
That's
That's
so
okay.
funny.
It's alright. It's okay.
Oh my god, I keep whipping! Oh, fuck.
Pantheo's like, oh fuck! Oh fuck!
These 3 fly away. These guys are going to attempt to, so play. This one's going to attempt to fly away. Do you want attack of opportunity?
Attack of opportunity?
Yeah, do you want to roll a hit?
Yeah. Do I want to roll to hit?
Oh, wait. Wait, it's still your turn. End of your turn. You get your reaction back.
Yeah, I'm not doing shit with it. I'm holding on.
Well, no, you can attack one that's
That one can leave.
What'd you get?
I got a 24.
Hits. You want to roll damage?
Yes.
No, the one that just moved in front of me, I will hit.
Okay, go ahead and.
Oh, that's right, because it provoked
same with
attack
you,
of
Dorik.
opportunity. That's what happened. Okay.
Dorik, you want to do your attack?
3, 4, 7, 10. 15 points of damage.
Oh gosh. That was to number 4.
I said 50, not 15.
17 to hit.
15.
Hits.
She's like, excuse me, you're level 8. Get back in your zone.
Dorik, oh, you pick.
That I rolled a 19.
Hits.
The one that you moved in front of me, 12 points of damage, but its movement is reduced to 0, so it stays in front of us.
Well, that's weird.
How much damage?
12.
I've noticed my brain can't hold on to 2 or 3 things at once. It's a new thing. It just goes. It goes. Yeah, I'll take that. Oh, this too. It just like drops. I'm like, wait. Or it'll drop. It'll go. Yeah, I can take more. And it'll just throw all the other stuff out. Like Dusty will be like, Samantha, I just talked to you about 5 things. What do you remember? And I can remember the first thing.
Oh.
Can't remember the other 4.
Interesting. I would like to perform a stunning strike
Okay.
because it says
Oh, it
when
has
you
to make
hit,
a save.
yes,
Yeah, I
when you
know, but I
hit
still
a
correct that.
creature with an attack.
Yep.
I got
You
3.
can do it. Haha! You're stunned until the end of my next turn.
How much damage?
9 points.
And wait, when it says end of your next turn, is it end of theirs or mine? Okay, cool. Let's go! I didn't realize
Thank
that I
you,
could do
everyone.
stunning strike on a friggin' provoke, or, yeah.
That
attack of
was
opportunity.
fantastic. Top of the round with Thalia.
Okay.
You could still lightning bolt this too if you wanted.
I was gonna. Is the leader gone?
Yeah,
Like
she's,
lightning bolt.
she's like, from you, she's probably 60 feet in the air.
That's okay. Lightning bolt is 100 feet.
Oh! Just shoot her.
Boom!
Yes.
Sugar.
I'm gonna shoot her out of the sky.
Just look at Orwell and be like,
She's gonna have to make a dex save.
Oh,
that's funny.
6. Oh.
Alright.
Let's go, Thalia.
This is at 4th level, so I'm gonna roll 96.
Okay. She's only taken 19 points of damage so far.
Wait, is that the ones that oh, that's the one I did the...
No. It was up in the...
You did the missile, magic missile too. Yep.
Yeah, I did the
That's
magic
correct.
missile of that one. Ha 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 ha. This thing's just getting shot.
$38.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Zap.
Zap. Ciao.
And her feathers are burning.
Ten, 23, 40, 50, 57. Alright, you definitely see feathers fall to the ground. You hear her shriek and scream as she stumbles. She's not unconscious.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Anything else?
I think that's that for that.
Okay. Next round, or next turn is Clay.
Alright. So I'm gonna start beating up on the one that's stunned.
Okay.
I'm gonna self-defense rush it.
You have advantage.
Yes, I do.
Thank you for the reference.
Yes, you're welcome. I'm just gonna smack the shit out of it. I have advantage. Yeah, that's not great. Okay, so that would be a 22 to hit.
Hit.
And that is 15 points of damage.
Yeah. Keep going.
Corbins. Alright. Extra attack time. And I still have advantage, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that is a 24.
Hit. I wonder what song's gonna play next. Sorry.
What's that one sex song? That one sex song.
There's so many sex songs.
No, the sex song from
The
the
squeaky.
meme.
The squeaky went the. You don't remember that
I
one?
have no idea
The
what you're
sex
talking
song. The some 80 something. The sex song. The song that he played during sex because of the beat.
about. Oh my god! That one!
Oh my god.
Oh my god! And I used to play that so much.
Wow, you just unlocked a brain rot memory.
19 points of damage.
19. What's 19 plus 38?
That is 57.
Not enough. I know I have it in my playlist. I'm just looking for its
Can I use
name.
flurry of blows?
It was something a crazy BPM, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I still have advantage, correct? Let's go,
Sex
Nat 20.
song, what are you talking about?
Nat 20
You mean the
Samantha.
bad sex song? That sounds great. Nat 20 hits. Oh my god, where is it?
Alright. I got two. So almost the most I can get. 21 points of damage.
Yeah, how do you want to do this?
I look at Tinsel and I say, "It's for you." And I just kick that one out into the water as well.
I am struggling to find it. Anyway, I'm sorry.
I kick it out into the water.
Oh, yeah, okay, so that
Just
one
like the
also,
other
so
one.
another one.
Haha!
You just keep dropping bodies in the water.
Too bad the stuff, the HP that I suck in does not stack. I don't know, does it?
I don't think so.
No.
Anything else, Clay?
After that, because I have a movement, I'm going up to the next one. Cool beans.
Okay, next is Captain, but he doesn't have a clear shot to hit any of them without hurting somebody. The leader...
Even the ones over the water?
Water with his gun?
How far can Melspine... I thought Melspine meteors can only go...
It's meteors. Ask
120 feet, sorry.
Ask Fujitora.
Pew! And they have to roll dex saves. They failed. We're gonna do some damage. Hey-ya! That's 9 points of damage. That's 8 points of damage.
17.
Not enough to knock him
Is that
down.
what you were looking for? Oh,
What I was expecting.
Okay. After his turn,
Good shot, Captain.
it is the leader's turn. She just super far away.
How far away?
She's probably still within 300 feet, but
I can first find again.
Dorik, it is your turn.
I'm just gonna stab this one.
Okay.
Samantha.
What is that app where you sing the song into it and it tells you what it's called?
Shazam.
Shazam.
But that does not work for that. I guarantee you get some anime song or something.
12.
12 to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, hits.
Oh.
Plus that one's slowed, so.
14 points of damage.
I found it. I found the name of the
What's
song.
it called?
Seabat.
Thank you! Jesus.
One Google.
I
One
tried. What did you
Google.
Google? I go to Google
I
a
literally
bunch of stuff.
Okay, you ready? You ready to hear what I Googled?
Anything else, Dork?
Super vague.
No.
Bad sex song from the meme.
That's what I.
Literally the first one said from the cut said I can't shut up about this cursed sex song. See that?
Okay. Anything? Nothing else.
No.
Pantheo, it's your turn.
I don't like this. They're getting away.
I'll grab her by the throat.
Makes me sad. Literally, actually. I would like to grapple her.
Okay.
Call her back. Call her back. Call her back.
I crit.
Nice.
Whoa. Well, that's more than what I got.
I like drag her to the other side of the ship where her friends are like flying off. Scimitar to throat. Come back, or it's it.
You hear a bunch of like a bunch of like hawk women screams as they continue to flutter away.
They don't care.
Friends don't care about you.
She's just holding at your hand.
Well, my action was to grapple, and
Still have to
I
wait.
don't have any other bonus actions.
It's her turn. She's
So
gonna try to
wait.
get out of it.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, if he grappled it and took it away from me, would that provoke it?
I got a 12,
I also got a 12.
which means I met the DC.
Yeah,
And
so
I
you
break
beats it,
up.
beats it.
So she's gonna try to jump away.
And I'll attack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna I might miss actually. 11 to hit.
Does not hit. I forgot number 3 is not slow.
This is Pantheo's not very good day.
Very bad, horrible, not very good day.
I'm gonna throw this ring of jumping into the sea.
Okay, they all continue to fly away even farther. Thalia, it's your turn. This one's 30 feet.
Which
the
one?
rest are 60 feet. 0 is
Someone throw me.
like 150 feet.
Which one did I hit with blindness?
Oh shit.
I think 1.
Yeah, and she hasn't taken any damage, so she's just flying straight up in the air.
Oh, that makes sense.
Does she know where up is?
Yeah.
Do you feel gravity?
So here is my question. Can I hit, I want to throw a fireball. It's got a range of 150 feet. Are they within range and can I get more than one of them?
This one went straight up in the air. This one went straight out. This one is 30 feet further than this one. This one is... These two are probably close to each other.
What's the radius of the third one?
Fireball's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, you can hit those two. Look at your bottle graveyard.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing here.
Just with fireball, just boom, like a firework.
Couldn't it hit?
It's time for them to make...
There's 5, 6, 7, 8 bottles.
You know nothing. You see nothing.
Sorry, what were you saying, Thalia?
It's time for them to make a dex save.
Okay, thank you. It took me this long in the session to notice. One of them got a net 20, one of them got
It's
a
been
4.
like that the last 3 at least.
I didn't notice
sessions.
until right that minute. Because I saw Adler go like this and did it like right over the bottles, and I was like,
38, 40,
Oh, because I
one-
had to see.
The one who
That's
fails
Doric's
takes
depression pit.
41, the other takes half that.
We do have some bottle caps here too.
20.
Yeah, keep those for currency.
okay, 6 goes down.
Sploosh.
Smirnoff. How much does a Smirnoff cap cost?
1.
1
It costs 1.
copper.
Oh, the other one's really close to going
One
down.
bottle cap.
Oh,
Stumbles through the air.
That was...
Anything else?
That is it.
Clay Jam.
Throw something at that one. Throw a stick at it or something.
how far out is it?
30 feet.
You can throw a stick 30 feet.
I just throw the wand of.
Don't do that. It can recharge.
I mean, have anything really.
Hand
I'm not gonna chuck it out into the ocean because
it's a mundane hand axe.
from my family. Gosh.
There's a flashback to Clay's 3rd birthday when his father gives him the hand axe. Hey, hold on to this, boy. It'll serve you well one day.
Sure thing, Papa.
Just remember, never throw them overboard in a ship at a heartbeat.
What?
That'd make your papa really disappointed.
I can't. I will never do that. I would never do that. Would never do that.
What's happening?
Anything else, Clay?
I mean, frickin' A.
After your turn, I'm just going to start the captain's turn. The captain really quick runs over to the anchor drop and kicks it open, so the anchor just falls. And then he starts telling the gnomes to bring up the sails immediately. So he's trying to stop the boat.
Okay.
What are you doing?
We're going to get those bodies.
Oh.
Why?
He goes over to one of the lifeboats, jumps in it, and starts rolling it down because he's going to go back and get the bodies.
Why?
Harpy feathers are used for all kinds of things, so are claws.
That's a pirate.
I mean,
Do you have any range?
that's what I'm trying to look at, see if I've got anything.
Now, these harpies, if you think about it, really cowards. They come in, screamed, didn't work, ran away.
Yeah, and neither did turning the werewolf, so.
I am gonna Sacred Flame the one that got fireballed.
Okay. Dude, I
Well,
hit
on
claws.
my turn. Remember that.
Well, I feel bad for kicking him out in the ocean now. I didn't
Go ahead and
think
do
that
it.
he was gonna...
Okay.
Yeah,
he needs to make
I
a
got
dex save.
nothing.
Needs dexterity saving throw.
11.
Failed.
Holy shit. It takes 15 points of radiant damage.
That knocks it out. That's another body. Pantheo, anything for you? This one's still within 30 feet.
How far is that one away from me?
30 feet.
That's triple a long jump.
I'm gonna jump at it.
Boat stopped.
You step back. I mean, it's trying to stop. Step back.
I'm gonna jump at it.
Roll to hit.
You're literally a
Which one
cat
is it, Adler?
bouncing on a bird.
Which one is it? These ones?
Yeah.
Come on! I'm gonna make it a smite, 3rd level. It's a 19 to hit.
Hits.
He just fucking flew out. Oh.
Ah! So 4 plus
Plus your poison, right?
8. Yeah, I will include that as well. So it's 4, 8 is 12 points of slashing damage. 6 points of poison damage. So total 18 so far. That is ass. 7 points of radiant damage. Oh, I think, wait. I have to remind myself on how many it is for smite. I think I am good though. No. Oh, I rolled the wrong dice. I rolled d6s or d8s for smites. Thank God I rolled the wrong dice.
Yeah, I'm actually really hoping you take her out. I want another body.
2d8 at first, so it'll be 48.
Oh yeah. You know, have you seen those things where they're like, we turn quotes from our D&D game into inspirational posters? I want another body. Is a good one. You guys say way more good ones than me, so that I'm gonna take that one.
18
Leave room for the family.
radiant damage and 18 other damage for total 36.
Okay, so how do you want to do
damage.
this?
I'm fucking kamikaze flying through the air, and right before I bisect it completely in half, I remember that the captain wants it, and I go for a clean kill.
And then you and the body just
Plummet into the water.
into the water. Oh my gosh.
Into the water.
We're gonna have to save the cat. The boat comes to a slowed halt as the anchor starts to catch on things on the ground. And it, starts to swerve around because the anchor's pulling it sideways. Oh my god. Okay. After Pantheo is their turn, they're gonna fly off even farther. Alright. You okay with letting the rest of them go? They're far away.
Maybe we really can't do anything else.
There's 5 bodies in the water that the captain is gonna row out, throw into the lifeboat, bring it up. He's gonna have Cobble help him butcher them and preserve the parts.
Coming towards the captain in the water is a giant black frog with green patterns over its back.
It's like, oh my god.
Ribbit. And just a harpy on its head. Ribbit.
Okay, bring it. Oh my god. He's jumpy. He is super uncomfortable.
The frog has cat's eyes.
He's like, oh my god. You look like a cobra. Jesus.
Steven flicks the tongue out.
Ah! He does not like it. Just throw it in the boat.
Ribbit. Jesus. Just the little frog arms come up on the boat. He just tips it in and then gets back in the water.
Okay.
Ribbit.
So after a little bit, we get some bodies. It's the morning.
Get in the water.
Okay, now the song's stuck in my head. Okay, so you all kind of address your wounds,
Ribbit.
take a short rest. Do you have any conversations about that?
Well, they know we're fucking here.
And they know you're a werewolf.
Might wanna
Remove curse.
For someone who has no ability to see magic at all, they wouldn't see anything happen. But for anyone who's got some experience with magic or study of magic or anything, they look over at Dorik, putting a hand to his chest and concentrating and whispering a prayer under his breath. And it's like his whole body is gently vibrating away dust. It's almost like an inconstitutable dust is falling away off of his body. Like an ash or a smoke. It's just being shed. You didn't realize he could be a different... you thought he looked his normal color. But then watching this, you're like, oh, that wasn't right. This is right. As the curse falls away from him.
Got a much healthier glow now.
You no longer feel the threat of... Zomoka's hand around your neck forcing you to change.
Fucking go.
You got rid of a pact with the devil, and you got rid of your lycanthropy.
Mm-hmm. All in one day.
24 hours. So we can either end the episode here, and we could play another episode until 11 p.m., or we could make this a long episode. You want to go till 10, or do you want to go till 11?
I'd probably prefer to go till 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's make this a long episode. So, this is your welcome to Luskin. This whole fight, you were able to see the docks from this fight, but you were they weren't coming from the city, these creatures. Can I have, you guys want to roll any nature, any insight, anything to kind of study what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
No, I'm cursed.
Oh god, sorry.
You're not.
I'm not sorry because I got a natural 20.
You shouldn't be sorry. You're the opposite of cursed.
I rolled a 7, so.
I rolled a 5 plus a insight of 4, so a 9.
I got a 6 for nature.
Okay, you guys think those are harpies. You've never encountered harpies before, so you don't really know what to compare them to. The captain comes back. He's like, that was pretty strange. Harpies normally are ambush hunters. For them to fly out to the ship was a lot. I guess it has something to do with you.
Probably.
That would be a safe bet.
Judging by this judging by that pendant that one had. That's a
And also
Zomoka icon.
it attempted to control me.
Yeah.
It was a cleric of Zomoka.
Yeah, I've seen them do that before.
I whiffed it hard throughout that entire battle.
I don't think those were feral harpies. I think those were, just like you or me. Have presence of mind.
They shouldn't have been able to get away.
We killed quite a few, over half of them.
Still.
Yeah, I don't usually like cutting up bodies that look like
Humans.
they could be my relatives. So I'm not going to go real deep into these guys. I'm just going to take the feathers and the claws. You want anything?
Is there anything that is worth value to Harpy?
I mean, you can always sell humanoid meat on the black market.
No.
That's a bit. Well, Luskin, I'm sure there's buyers, but.
Lizard folk.
I would just like to inspect the body. See if there's any, like, occult symbols on it or something.
Oh, investigation.
I'd like to check the cadavers.
Medicine.
I'm gonna.
Was it just the one that was armored?
Yeah.
That one got
She got away.
I crit.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm gonna try to help and point out, looking for the marks that me and Pantheo have.
Oh.
Other people.
I'm just gonna see if they.
What did those... You don't really know what those marks meant? All you know is you had one?
Yeah, they were just like brands essentially.
They do not have them.
14.
Medicine. Okay, so Clay, you can tell that these were not feral creatures. They didn't have the calluses that a feral creature would have. They had, the bits of clothing that they did wear were well woven, well stitched together. Like, they had knowledge of, like, artisanship, or they had possibly traded for good materials. Either way, this was more than just something feral. These were people.
Wait, people.
They were people. They were bird people.
Bird people, okay.
Yeah.
Bird person.
I thought you were going to say people that got turned into people.
Is there anything that I find on the bodies with that nat 20, or maybe even just like something of value potentially to take from it?
The paint that they painted themselves with had the symbol of the three claws, which is the symbol of Zomoka.
Yeah.
They're woven pieces. As a druid, you might be interested. Like, they have teeth from animals woven into them. Shark's teeth for sure. Hooks for fishing, like tools that they would use ready to go. But otherwise, they didn't have any weapons or anything.
Just to be thorough, I'm gonna use detect magic as a ritual, see if they had any magic affecting them or anything like that.
Bless, but it would have worn off by now.
I'll take that.
Alright, so you have your bodies. The sails are not fully unfurled because you're so close to Luskin, you're going to be coming in really slow. He's going to be bringing you on the far south side, on the right, so that you can go around the wall, the outside of the wall if you want to. Is that still the plan? It's midday. You see there's a lot of other ships, and it's interesting because you think someplace as dangerous as this, like, how are people feeling safe docking and walking in? Like, there's the risk of losing their ship, losing their stuff. Do they have guards? Like, it's odd how normal the city seems.
Mm-hmm.
But then you see the civilians walking off the ships or walking around the docks, and these are people who are wearing crude armor, carrying crude weapons. They look like they walk well or have muscles or whatever. So you think that the average person here is maybe a bit more gruff than the average person in another city. Additionally, the city has this weird dark hue. It's almost like everything is shrouded in shadow, even though it's a sunny day. Everything just seems like it's a darker color. Maybe it just all needs to be washed. But there's a feeling in this city. Like if you walked into a western town and everyone shuts all the windows and doors, you feel unwelcome. He pulls up not to a dock, he pulls up to a sandbar. That you will have to climb down the ladder outside of the boat to get down to the sandbar and wade yourself to shore. Do you have anything to say to him before he lets you go?
Thank you for the voyage. I am very sorry for all the excitement, but I appreciate your company and the spells you taught me. I hope we meet again under happier circumstances.
I appreciate you as a passenger, Miss Thalia. Thank you for having a lot of sense about you. But
someone's got to.
Thank you all for your help against the cult and against everything else. No thank you to all the drama. I will be
Dork stares at Clay.
docking here at the port for a few days. You know how to find the Anaktara. You're just going to look around for my ship if I'm still here when you come back.
Pantheo is going to take 5 gold out of his purse and kind of go to shake his hand, just like in like a little pass of the way. And then he kind of gets close to him and whispers, "Use this to buy better cabins."
He kind of smiles and goes, "Yeah, sure." He doesn't sound like he's lying. He just takes it. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Just a dish.
He's like, "Get off my ship. Go, come on." He's just kind of standing there with a mess. Tinsel's like, "Thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you'll let gentle folk that you come across know that we are a wonderful passenger ship that will keep them safe out in the waters. Thank you." And Tinsel's just like, "Thank you, thank you."
So if we like
Safe travels.
free a bunch of people and kids from the cult, you just want to bring? You want us to bring them to you?
Yeah, that's why I'll be in town for a few days. A 10-day would be pushing it.
Got it.
Do you know how long it takes to walk to would I know how long? it
GREENFAST?
takes? Yeah.
You'll be there tonight by sunset.
So, Captain Orwell, to answer the question that you said the other night, this is after everybody's kind of walking off.
Yeah, you're the last one.
I would definitely like to think that these are the kind of people that I would definitely lose sleep over, because they're definitely some people that I would really like to help. So.
You seem like they're more trouble than they're worth.
Yeah. But doesn't everything good kind of have that as well? I mean, family can kind of, I know with my siblings when we roughhouse, sometimes I just think, man, you guys are just so much more trouble than what you're worth. But we have a lot of good times too. So.
That sounds good. Then you better make it home healthy and safe to your family.
I definitely will try, because I've got this whole thing called fate or destiny over my head, and that's my curse. You're giving me eyes, so discretion.
Don't we all?
I'll go ahead and get off. Thank you very much. Sorry for, again, all the drama. And I hope with this, just in case something happens and I don't make it back, because there's, some powers that may be that give me an inkling that I might be seeing my gravestone soon. Yeah, I hope that.
Well, you know who's leading you there.
I hope that you're able to get a little bit of closure as well. So.
Yeah, if that's what they call it.
Next time I see you, alcohol's on me.
That sounds good.
Great.
Don't die out there. And you go down the ladder.
Why?
just to the side. Oh, he cares about his dad.
And I just look over and just like, why? Would you miss me? And I start spider climbing down the ship.
It's always so unsettling.
He gets on all fours.
You walk up to a half wall and you don't even leap over it. You just go yoink, yoink, yoink.
Yeah, I literally just go whoop, whoop, whoop.
Oh my gosh. So you all are in Luskin, and you've decided to bypass it entirely and go straight to GREENFAST, is that right?
Yes.
I think we might want to stop at a tavern or something, just to maybe get some information on, like, to see if, because GREENFAST is also the name of the man, right?
No.
No.
GREENFAST is not fully Zomoka cult. You could talk to the people in GREENFAST.
Okay.
You're thinking of Green from down by.
I am thinking of Green from down by then.
Oh yes, his
No,
name
wait.
is Green. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No,
GREENFAST is the actual name in the book of this
What am I
town.
looking for?
It's literally like, I wouldn't call it a neighborhood. It's like a.
Really small.
I mean, it's where when Luskin was a bustling city, it would have been a little town that would have done all the farming for Luskin. And then the little town has its own little shops for all the people who live there, but all the excess food would go to Luskin. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like,
An outpost.
I don't want to
almost.
give away where we live, but the big city that we live in, there's little cities around it, and people are willing to drive in.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you okay with going to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool as long as we stop in a tavern for some info at some point.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so there is going to be a place to stop for info in GREENFAST, and it's Dorik who tells you that because he was here so recently. When he was walked through by his savior, she kind of pointed out some of the other places. She was familiar with the town because, I mean, she worked in the town. So, let me pick out some other music. We are going to fast travel, but not for the whole day. We're going to fast travel. It's going to be not quite dark yet when you make it to GREENFAST.
Before we get to the town, should I take this robe off? Because the werewolves were looking for it.
No,
Oh,
Dorik.
that's true. I think that's actually a prudent idea.
Dorik, it does not make your butt look big.
But your mane is also
No,
really
don't
iconic.
lie to him.
That's true. I have nothing to disguise myself.
I don't have
dummy
any
thick.
spells that
Oh,
can
dear.
disguise you.
I do have a robe.
Hold
I can
on.
disguise
Wait.
myself fairly easily.
I have a.
I do have my Scroll of Alter Self. I haven't scribed it yet, though. Unfortunately.
I mean, they probably do it. Have I seen any scrying orbs?
Yes.
Uh,
Before and after the harpy attack.
okay. They're spending quite a bit of their magic on scrying on us.
This is sound like we're in a Mega Man level right now.
So really, who gives a fuck? If they try to sneak up on us, I'll fucking see them.
I mean, they know we're here, so, like, how much of an advantage do we lose by taking off the cloak?
Yeah.
The benefits of having the cloak are probably better than
At least we can still see him coming if you have a cloak on.
that's the other one. We should expect a fight anyway.
Let's fucking go.
Okay.
Where? Shopping?
So GREENFAST.
Mm-hmm.
There are a few places that Dorik, your lady savior, told you about here in GREENFAST that she frequented. There's the mayor's house. The Bulging Cauldron is the tavern.
Sounds
There's-
like a dark place.
The Orphanage, which is not pictured here. You have to go up this road, and there's another little like cliff that the orphanage is built upon.
No.
There's Farrell's house. Farrell is. Oh, never mind. That doesn't matter. Ha! That doesn't matter. And then there's. On the way to the cult, there are like barns and warehouses along the path. So if you want to stop in the Bulging Cauldron, you could.
What's the temperature like way up north here? In the middle of December.
It's December. There's snow on the ground. Like your feet are crunching on snowy gravel, snowy dirt roads. You're wearing your cloaks that you bought. You're bundled up. It's only lightly snowing and it's cloudy. Mostly cloudy. There's a few blue spots. The Bulging Cauldron is this building where my cursor is.
Okay.
It's right where that first bridge. Oh, that's a river. Not a road. I'm sorry, that's a river. But if you follow the road up next to the river, that will head up to the orphanage.
Okay.
But yeah, the right away when you look in town, you're looking for animal folk, and there really aren't much. And there aren't people in religious robes. They're not people in armor. You're just seeing your typical half-elves, humans, halflings, actually a couple.
No.
Like, maybe here or there you see a tiefling, a genasi, but very... For a place that has a Zomoka cult place, like, there's like no animal people living here.
So, Pantheo, you want to go to this Bulging Cauldron?
Yeah, see what's happening. See what kind of info, if any, they can give to us.
Let's go.
And so, not to put Clay and Thalia on the spot here, we kind of talked off camera. It's okay if you're tired, you don't have to do this. We talked about how we want Clay and Thalia to have something to do on these quests.
Mm-hmm.
So if you even want to like think like, oh, Pantheo and Dorik are going to be way too emotional to make good decisions in this situation, or like if you want to in your head be like, well, I don't want nothing to do, whatever rationalization it is, if you guys want to speak up more, you're welcome to. And that being said, Pantheo and Dorik, if at any point you're like, my character would be too emotional or too stressed or too traumatized, have your character turn to Thalia or Clay and be like, hey, will you go ask this person this and that, you know, will you go open that door? Yeah. So going forward, Bulging Cauldron, here we go.
I don't know how they're gonna feel about animal folk.
Oh yeah, you have no idea.
We have no idea.
Oh, that's true.
So I'm just gonna. Can I turn into a mouse and be your familiar?
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
The mouse with a mushroom? Your mushroom head? Sorry.
I'm gonna put the little mushroom mouse on my shoulder.
Cute. I mean, you look like a wizard. You got a cloak on and glasses and a book. Okay.
You look like a wizard. You are a wizard.
I'm a wizard.
Anything else before we go in?
I'll be following Clay and Thalia.
This is a very normal-looking medieval wooden tavern. It is actually bustling this time of night because it's dinner time, and with a town like this where everyone spends most of their day working, they don't have time to like store food and preserve it and cook it, so they come to the tavern for dinner. This tavern isn't like crowded back to back, but it has people in it who are speaking in calm voices. The tavern has a warm, homey feel. It's filled with locals, and travelers don't really stop in all that often. So the proprietor, who is a human commoner, you see like a human behind the bar, and he's very old, seems very happy to see you. You come in and he smiles and all his wrinkles go up and he's like, welcome. Oh, I guess I'm not a captain anymore.
Aww.
You can be a captain of the tavern.
He goes, welcome travelers, come on in, would you like a meal? It's getting cold out tonight.
I look around for a goblin and a man who looks like Darlaxle.
No.
That's crazy. Gumbo's by your side.
His
Okay.
stealth is just so good.
He is your shadow.
on
What happens
the
is he
boat.
hides under your cloak so you can't see him.
Ugh.
He's been
But
a
he did
backpack.
though. We used to have him be under things, like he would stealth under, and you'd be talking to someone and he'd be hiding under your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, sorry. So you go in and he's like, welcome travelers. It's going to be cold tonight, so please have some stew. We had some, we've had some really good milk harvest from the dairy farm. So this is a chowder. Very proud of it. It's a chicken chowder with dried herbs and lettuces, and of course potatoes and carrots. It's ready for you to have a bowl. Sit up. Come on. Come get a seat. You guys, you look tired.
What kind of herbs are inside?
Parsley.
I'd like to roll inside.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. They look like adventurers, like travelers.
15.
Yes. We're not from around here, to be sure.
He's a very nice man.
Okay.
He looks at Dorik and goes, "Are you visiting where you were raised? Have you been here before, or are you coming to see? There's an orphanage up the hill. So, since you were an adult, I assumed
I don't know
maybe you were
about
raised here."
I don't know about y'all, but I kind of would like to take my business elsewhere.
There's an orphanage here, you say. Is that why did you, what made you think he was an orphan?
Well, they only take furry folk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is great. It's so that they don't get left out on the street, left in the woods, homeless. They just take in orphans, raise them up, and then we see them leave town. They don't spend a lot of time here. They say that they're trying to keep the orphans safe, which I agree, because if we had all the children out wandering the town without supervision, that might bring in bad folk who would try to take that opportunity to harm them. So we don't see much of the orphanage children or staff at all.
Do they say why they only take animal folks?
Well, simply because there are orphanages available and homes available, unfortunately, for the more common folk. It's sad, but we're so glad we're able to bring homes to lost children.
Wow.
But I've been here a long time, and I really only ever see them go down the road. They don't come into here very often.
Okay. Well, I certainly wouldn't mind a bite to eat, I suppose. Do you have a little nibble of bread for my familiar as well?
There's bread. Absolutely, we have bread.
Wonderful.
They bring it over from the bakery when they close up shop. So we have everything left from the bakery today. So it's like he kind of has a menu on the wall, and it's really actually cheap. Like, the food here is good for its price. It's just a warm, heartwarming place where he feeds all of his neighbors. His neighbors pay, I'm trying to think what would be a cheap meal, like 5 copper for like the whole set of food.
Okay.
Which still could be expensive to some.
So I think like if it was like 5 copper would be like a meal and 2 drinks, because it'd probably be like a copper a pint, right?
Right,
That makes
and you
sense.
can have seconds if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, if someone didn't have that much and they were a neighbor and like did chores around the place, you know.
I was
cheaper.
like guarantee they do.
Actually-
They trade and barter.
It's probably actually, this sounds silly. They might actually charge travelers 5 copper and not
That
their
makes
neighbors.
sense.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Because then they're bringing money into the town.
Okay.
They might even charge that like travelers like a silver if they're feeling frisky.
And it's possible that because they saw Dorik, they were like, "Welcome here." You know, that could have
makes
also be
sense.
your
That makes
prices.
sense.
And they don't have any of the prices on the board. They just
That
have the
makes
foods.
sense. No.
But no, you're all served wooden bowls. They're not dented. They're not cracked. Like, it's actually like a really, like, for a backwoods town, this is really nice. This man really cares about this place. But yeah, you can keep talking to him if you want to.
I certainly didn't expect such a warm welcome in such a cold part of the world. It's clear you take pride in this establishment.
Not everyone is as welcoming. Not to alarm you, but some of my neighbors, you know, don't really want to be approached. You know, they just want to live their lives and do their jobs. So
This
they're not.
close to Luskin, I can certainly imagine.
Yes. So really, we're welcoming here, but don't bother the residents.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there are a couple of people that I've met who really don't even want to talk to me.
At this point, while they're kind of all like engaged with the barkeep, I would like to turn around and scope the room to see if there's anyone like eyeing up Dorik specifically, like giving him like a bad eye.
No, but there's a woman who keeps looking at Fargo like just kind of sad.
Ooh.
At the old man you're talking to,
Must
Fargo.
be Fargo. That's a cute name. Pantheo's going to tip his bread in Thalia's soup, and then just like
Creme de la creme of the Edgar.
after he finishes that, he's going to try to sneak down like Thalia's dress, and then just try to go over to that woman and try to eavesdrop.
She's so Fargo goes over to her and she goes, "Are you doing okay?" And he's like, "Why wouldn't I be?" And she goes, "Does he remind you of your son?" He goes, you know, that wasn't my son. I was just a little boy. I took him for a while until, you know, until there was a better place for him, a better home for him at the orphanage. Yeah, but he's making you want to ask him. Because I know you're bothered. I can see it. And he's just like, no, Melida, I'm totally okay. And it just keeps going in circles.
Melida's projected.
But you know, Fargo now had a son who the orphanage took away from him.
An animal son.
Mysterious.
And then the son was Boris.
No.
Do I hear any of that?
You can read lips.
You can read lips. Anyway, you guys eat your dinner. What are you going to do? Are you going to stay the night here, or are you going to go approach the orphanage in the dark?
I favor a night. Well, I've got a few spells used. I'd probably be wise to prepare. But I do favor a nighttime approach in every other aspect.
The only problem is if they scry on us when Dorik's sleeping.
What time is it?
December,
I can do
5:30, 6 p.m.
So if we went to bed at like 7, we'd wake up relatively early.
I could do tiny hut in that way. Well,
We can spell magic it.
plus they'd be able to see that we're in a tiny hut in this inn room, even if they can't see us. So it'd be like,
Well, scry also doesn't tell the location, but they can pretty much infer where we are anyways.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I will walk up to the bar.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. No, you weren't scryed upon before and after. That's what I had planned on doing.
Mm-hmm.
No, you weren't scryed on before and after fighting the harpies.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
Cool, so you know, that was a couple nights ago, so you just spell magic.
Anyway. So you're thinking about camping outside? In the woods? In the what are we
I'm
doing?
fine with staying here if
In the tavern?
he's got rooms for us. Or
Do the three of you need separate rooms?
Not
not
really.
really. A single room is probably better. Yes.
Well, yes, we can put you up. We've got a room that's got, we'll see a lot of folk around here who grow up out of their parents' homes but haven't bought a home of their own or built a home of their own. They stay here a relatively long time. So most of my rooms are taken, but as their furniture gets retired, we hold on to it and put it in the storage room. So you may either all have separate beds in the storage room, or have a room with a very, very, very wide bed for large folk to visit, or lots of small folk, family members. Like think of a bed as wide as the table you're at right now. All four of you could lay side by side in that bed.
Oh, that sounds comfy. Sounds cozy.
Oh, thank you. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to put you in the storeroom. That would feel awful. Because you're only taking one room for the night, it would just be 10 silver.
Oh, certainly. Yes.
Thank you. Absolutely. Let me lead you that way. And he just goes ahead and leaves his guests out there, and he takes a big skeleton key and walks you over and unlocks it and goes, "Here's your key. Please welcome in. There's a window. If you go down this hallway, you can go outside to the outhouse. You can just come back in that side door. There's also a barrel there for, you know, if you wanted to take a bath. Of course, just the well is outside. But let me bring you fresh water. I'll be right back." And he goes and gets a pitcher of fresh water and puts it in there on a table, on a stool. But it's just a big bed and a room and a couple end tables, and then like one dressing table that he puts the pitcher on. It's like, yes, it's just quite early yet if you want to come out and sit by the fire a bit longer, but otherwise, if sleep after a long day's travel is what you're looking for, please feel free.
This is the biggest bed I've ever seen.
Well, rarely, we might get a, traveling nomad type who needs a big bed for their body. Yeah. But also, more often than not, we get a bunch of halflings traveling to visit their family, and they all just share the big bed, because we've got some of their family members living here.
How many halflings does this bed fit? A dozen, right?
At least. I swear I saw them pack in like 18.
Oh my goodness.
18 was pushing it, I think, but
Wow.
yeah. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Cauldron. I'm going to go attend to everyone else. Let me know if you need anything.
Yes, thank you.
I will follow him out just a couple steps and just say,
And he has his back to you. He's just walking down the hallway. And he stops when you talk to him.
can I ask you a question?
Why, certainly. What can I do for you?
Do you have any questions for me?
How would one go about adopting one of the children there? I thought I had a good home for a young boy who wandered into town, but ultimately,
How long ago?
about a month ago, ultimately the head of the orphanage came and said it was wrong of me to prevent the boy from going to an orphanage of his own kind. And so I'm wondering if I would even be able to adopt him. I had him here almost all summer.
What was his name?
Tefali.
And his species?
Volkson? Fox. He was maybe 5 or 6. He wandered into town on his own looking, he said he was lost and people told him to come here.
You were correct about before. I used to live at the orphanage. And I'll tell you this. It is not an orphanage.
Well, many of the children grow up and seem to be healthy adults when they leave.
This is a prison.
But then how are they?
It is a cult.
He's getting like visibly more upset, like teary-eyed. Like a 50-year-old man. Just
Do you remember a woman, a halfling woman? Oh, I can't remember her name.
I can't remember her name.
Well,
Little Nelly.
You say her name and he goes,
Wasn't Adelaide?
yes. She used to help take preserves and crops to the orphanage, actually. And she would stay here occasionally. I mean, she worked in the area a couple of years at least.
Sabine Glory either.
Yes.
She saved me from there.
And that's why she disappeared?
Yep.
Why are you here then?
To save some friends that I left behind. And to save some friends that they kidnapped from Baldur's Gate.
I forgot about the Baldur's Gate kids. Could you please save my son while you're there?
Yes.
I can't thank you enough. I hope we are able to make it out safely. There's nothing that us here in town could possibly do.
I know. They have some powerful spellcasters amongst them. Have you seen the White Wolf come through town in the past week? Wolfman.
No, typically those associated with the orphanage don't come through town.
Okay.
The man who started up the orphanage about 20-some years ago, he came through initially because he had bought the abandoned mansion up on the hill. And shortly after that, he built the orphanage dorms. And I know some of the folk who helped build the place, and they never said anything about a prison. There's no lock. There's nothing like that. But he himself, the man living in the mansion, is very cold. He's the one who came to take the fox boy.
Hey, Bears.
He goes by. He went by Vialis.
Is that the name of the guy from?
Yellowcrest, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. Have a good rest of your night.
We never met. You're not staying here. He's saying like he won't tell anyone that you're here. Thank you. And he goes off. And he leaves you to the room, obviously you can stay here. He's just... Okay, so you go back to the room. Everyone heard that at the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Everyone heard that. So you go back. You're like, okay, so you guys, you're gonna come up with your plan. We're gonna infiltrate. So you guys spend the night resting and getting ready. What I want to talk to you about is one. If you're planning on burning the whole thing down, please warn me so I don't prep all of the loot and all of the stuff.
Oh, honey. It'll be afterward.
No!
Kill everyone, then burn it down.
Oh, okay. Well, and that's why I was like, you can burn it down. Just tell me before I plan everything.
And besides, magic items don't burn.
Yeah, but some of it's not magic.
Now that we know there's kids in the orphanage.
Yeah, we'll make sure that the kids are safe
Yeah.
before we burn it down.
We won't burn the windmill down with kids in it.
So, but we should make... Shut up. So I do... Like, you guys can make plans off camera, but I want to talk about the map a little bit. So basically, Dorik and Pantheo, you guys sit down and you kind of, like, draw a crude map of what you remember so that Thalia and Clay can be on the same page.
Yep.
And they can help brainstorm. So I'm actually not going to show this map to our viewers until the next episode, but I'm going to show it. Sorry.
Losers.
I'm just going to describe it because I don't have it uploaded into the recording software yet. So on the main floor,
Doesn't take it.
there is like an old Victorian mansion with huge rooms meant for entertaining. Larger than the mansion is the square dormitory, the square compound. It has a courtyard in the middle that is big enough to have an entire woods. Someone could run through that woods and not be seen. Like, a child could play in that woods all day. Like, there's enough room for them to hide. There's enough farmland inside that inside the courtyard to grow crops. There's a barracks with an archery range. There's a tower with a forge inside of it. There's a pond for fish farming. Like, the courtyard inside is massive. All of the square shape, all of the dorms, they share a wall with the courtyard. Then there's a hallway. On the other side of the hallway are long classrooms, storage rooms, rooms for working on weaving, writing, like whatever. Those rooms don't have any windows because they would be facing outside of the orphanage. So they're dark and they're all controlled by candlelight. There is a kitchen for the orphans to work in. There's a dining hall and there's a shared bathroom. However, out of that whole square, only 3 sides of it have like communal access. Pantheo and Dorik, you were in the 3 side. You're in the triple side. You could pass each other. You could all go out into the courtyard. You could interact with each other. On the side next to the mansion are where some of the orphans were kept, and those orphans were not able to interact with you at all. That is where Tyga went. That side is on the side of the mansion. It's believed that the kids could come and go from the mansion more easily. Dorik, when you would go to the mansion for parties, you would have to go through a side hallway into the servants' quarters, or the servants' hallways of the mansion. Mm-hmm. So you would go from the triple part of the orphanage to the servants' hallways of the mansion to the mansion. So, the ways that both of you... No. One of you escaped. Pantheo, you escaped over the wall.
Straight up.
All 4 corners have towers that have guards in them. You went over the wall, over the roof, and the guards could have spotted you, or you could have passed at the right time. But you jumped over the wall, went down the kind of sheer, not sheer, but steep cliff on the sides of the orphanage, and disappeared into the woods around GREENFAST. Dorik, you escaped through the servants' passages by the pantry, by the kitchen pantry, where the pantry would take in deliveries.
Is that the north
Yes.
area by the greenhouse?
Yes. Yep, exactly. Yellow, sorry. Yellow is a patio.
Okay.
There's the entryway, the front entryway to the mansion where guests would come in. And then there is a wraparound porch that could... I mean, you would have to... Okay, so there's a wraparound porch on the south. It gets you into the library, the parlor living room, or the dining room. But again, those were places that were heavily populated by guests who were there at the time. So to pass through there and escape, like, without being seen would have been astronomically difficult. Like, the guests would have seen it. And...
Especially if they're looking at people.
Right, and the patio is completely closed in, so you would have to, like, break through the screen to get out. Or the bars, or whatever. It's like a catio. That's it. Ha! Sorry, that was mean.
That's so funny.
I'm sorry.
D&D racism.
Oh my god.
The other way is you could try to figure out how to get into the towers. You have no idea. You've never seen the guards go up into the towers. You don't know how they get up there. But you could try to get in through the towers as well. But there's several options. There's going over the roof into the courtyard. There's getting in through the towers and going down. Or there's going into one of the 3 entrances to the mansion. So now you all get to plan. I don't think you have to tell me, but I would really like if you just talked about it so we're ready the next time. And then we gotta talk about, are you gonna be stealthing? Are you gonna be trying to, like, silently knock people out or kill them before they make noise? Are you gonna just go in guns blazing, take out everything? Like, what's the plan? Because you know that there are children at stake as well. You also have no idea where the lead room is, where your friends are being kept.
Yep.
That's true.
Probably a basement.
Oh, upstairs. I'm sorry. Dorik, you also know about the upstairs. There are 3 floors to the mansion. There's the main floor, the second floor, and the third floor. The third floor is where Vialis or Iberus, the guy that you hate, that's where him and his family live. The second floor is for entertaining. So that's where all of the... They were guest rooms, but they were outfitted for entertaining within the guest room. They were outfitted for... Like, there was lots of cushions and pillows, and there was, like, a bar and table, and, like you could have a whole party in one of these rooms. And these rooms are massive. Each room is 4 or 5 times the size of a kid's dorm. And the kids' dorms aren't too tiny. They're big enough for a kid to have their bed and their desk and their chair and their books and their clothes, you know? So the dorms were about as big as, I would say, a college dorm. These guest bedrooms that people rent out are like 5 times the size. So yeah, now you know. Now next time we're gonna be ready to jump right in.
Yes.
Sound good? Is there anything else you want to wrap up the night with as you're sleeping at the bulging cauldron?
Pantheo comes out of his squeaky mouse form. Did I hear that woman right earlier?
About what?
Did she say that Fargo took you in?
No. He took in a fox child about a month ago.
Oh.
When I'm a mouse, I start to think like a mouse. I really want some cheese.
You got bread.
That wasn't enough.
I got cheese. In my bag of cooling. I got cheese.
Oh, and also try to think of like what role each one of you will take. Will one of you take like point guard? You're going to be in the front ready to punch people. Will one of you be stealthing? Will one of you be keeping watch, one of you digging through stuff and reading it. Like, really, like, think about what you're going to be doing. We'll, like, streamline this dungeon and we'll go.
So,
Because it's a big dungeon. You saw all those fucking
Yeah.
rooms.
We're probably gonna want pass without a trace,
100%.
especially with me having disadvantage.
I
They.
can hit us with invisibility too.
I
they
have-
know
I
what
have
we
passed,
look like,
though.
right? They know what we look. Okay, never mind.
I think silent
They might know
and-
through indirectly through description.
quick is probably our best bet.
Yeah.
You guys could also disguise yourselves and infiltrate.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
think because
You got polymorph too, but yeah. Or
Oh.
visibility or...
because I
Or
assume there'd be
ultrasound,
a
I'd have to strike that.
Ooh, you might have time for help.
That was cool. That's a good idea,
Ultrasound,
Clay.
Let's see.
I literally looked
That
out
was good,
because I
thank
hoped
you.
I had it and I don't.
Alright, everyone. I'll let you go. Thank you for joining us on Downstairs with Dragons. We will see you next time in our basement as per tradition.
Second level.